Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Capital. Here's the Hudson's crane, and I left from there, Woodward Avenue, to the failed jail site. This was on Thursday, July 15th, and this is kind of the court system, and not far from the Greek town Casino Hotel. But yeah, this was in the news. Ilitch is to step in for Dan Gilbert on the Detroit Center for Innovation project. This is right off of I-375, the service drive here. But yeah, it was a $300 million plus project that was supposed to go here, a massive Detroit Center for Innovation. But they canceled that. Now the Ilitch family is talking, and they might put that development behind the Fox Theater. Slim Shady could be kept here because that's a jail there, and the windows are really, really slim. But yeah, hopefully they do something here. That was a lot of wasted money on this failed jail thing. They got halfway through it and then pulled the plug, but I think they did the right thing. That jail did not have to be in the downtown Detroit district, if you want to call it, but the downtown Detroit corridor, the center. Hey, 313. That is certainly a celebrated area code. In Detroit Vineyards, I guess they make some Detroit wine over there, and they might be open for tours. I have to find out a little bit more about their operation. All right, well, Eastern Market. There's a place called Vivio's. They've been here since 1967. But the market's been here much longer. This building here since 1893. The Hurt Jr. building. That's several floors. And I stopped to get some large red beans and Cajun sausage and white rice at the Louisiana Creole Gumbo. It's a 3-star place, and I love the alligator. Creole Cajun Southern Meals, and they've been here since 1970. Ooh, she's shaking her booty. Man, Detroit never did leave. It's always been here. Detroit style. We got our own style. We do our own thing. Now it's kind of become a little hip and trendy. Just think of pizza. We got the Detroit style pizza, and that's all the rage. But we got Detroit style cars too over at the Detroit Institute of Arts. But we've been doing the car thing for generations now, over 100 years. But yeah, I was walking around while my order was placed and just checking out the Eastern Market. Here's a bottle rocket. I've been up there before, but looking at the urban planning, what to do. The St. Aubin Hotel here is getting taken over by vines. Mother Nature is reclaiming the building. Somebody kind of put like a fringe there on the water tower, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, somebody just cut the grass. But this place, it was kind of like, I don't know, a house of ill repute kind of thing. But yeah, you could, some shady business here at 2910 St. Aubin. But it's all boarded up now. And what to do? But yeah, this area, thankfully they, as far as I know, they closed that incinerator. And that makes things, opens things up for this part of the hood to start seeing some redevelopment. I wanted to check out back. I really wanted to take a peek inside, but years ago I may have gone inside the building. Fuzzy memory, but yeah, here Hotel St. Aubin. Yeah, if you wanted to get in trouble, you could find it. I forget. I floated through different neighborhoods, and from time to time, uh, you run across a little thing. Here, look at the menu though. Here we go. Red beans and rice. They got the small and large. It's the pint and the quart. So I got the quart size. Creoles, gumbo. I mean, it's a soul food place, and what's nice is I kind of just track it by where the black folk go, and there's a lot of black folk checking the place out. I'm good to go because I know it's authentic then. So you got a po' boy sandwich, you get meatloaf, fried catfish, all the good thing. The Free Press gives it 3 stars. Detroit's very best gumbo. Detroit News, #1 gumbo in Detroit. So, yeah, I don't think anybody would be. There's my package. Here we go. They packed it in there pretty good. I like that one. It kind of fills up the whole thing. And that's rib stick and good stuff. I can't do that all in. And plus cornbread. I can't do that in one sitting. That's 2 meals for me. And good stuff. Here, a Mustang Fastback. I love the murals here, and they just keep adding more and more each and every year. But not to glamorize smoking, but she's smoking hot as far as murals go. And in front of this car, it's just, yeah, that's well done. Well done. But yeah, Eastern Market's certainly one of the neighborhoods that has experienced a renaissance in the last 10 or so years, and a lot has to be attributed to the art scene. That's attracted a lot of people. Plus, people like fresh produce, the vegetables and the fruit and the flowers and all that. It's trendy. A lot of other various shops. This Italian place here is quite popular. But yeah, I'm just running around through town a little bit, just checking things out. I like industrial architecture. Then this church at Trumbull, what is it? Trumbull and Mac and Grand River. Welcome, the Woodbridge district starts there on the north side. But there's a cool-ass church here, and they got all these intricate people to scare away the evil spirits, as far as I understand it. But, yeah, look at these, like, gargoyle-type things flying out of the place. And so I would imagine it's safe inside. It's just, yeah, it's scaring the people on the outside that are evil. Yeah, we'll keep the good people inside, right? But, well, I'm on the outside, but I'm not scared. I'm pleasantly amused by these kind of like man-animal kind of creatures kind of thing. But, yeah, a kick-ass church over here. 1890, and then they must have had a remodel in 1925 or an addition. I don't know how that works. Look at this guy. Yeah, they're all over the place. I'm just kind of scratching the surface. Some of these shady characters, their eyes look really funky. And then this classic with the gutter. I mean, somebody had a sense of humor there. Spirit of Hope. So I'm not sure if this church is still doing its thing or not. Mitch Albom on the other side of Trumbull and Grand River on the northeast corner. He was doing a lot of work on that church. Put like a new roof on it and so forth. This Woodbridge neighborhood has been popping for a while, but we really need to get Grand River going from the downtown area all the way up to Farmington. Grand River's quite a long stretch, but it got nailed something fierce with the 1967 riots. Pretty much gutted Grand River, and then I-96 took all the traffic off. But yeah, we're neighborhood by neighborhood. The urban planning thing. I'm gonna push that, even though it's boring to a lot of people. Harrison and Temple, look, this area, this is North Corktown. This area, there's a lot of empty lots, but there could be a lot of infill to take place here. There's no reason why it can't happen. Look at this home. They put this up in the last couple of years, here to the left. And I don't even know if that was done with containers. Sometimes they're pretty clever with doing that. But Nancy Whiskey, I want to check this place out because they got live blues music, and they're going to start up later in July. I think like one night a week. Detroit's oldest party. And they always have a decent crowd. They're kind of like a fireman's, a union type kind of place. They cater to the working class. And Digby. So I'm not sure back in the day what that was all about. Maybe the owner of the place, but it was probably another business. Man, Jen, 2 drinkers with a biking problem. So they do attract bikers here. That is kind of cool. Sometimes bars frown on bikers going because sometimes, boys will be boys. They get a little trouble, I guess, if they mix up the colors and whatnot. I guess it becomes who's tougher. I don't know how that plays out. But it's nice that they let bikers come here. And it's cool. The other day I saw a group of bikers from the Chicago, Milwaukee area. I think they were in town to kind of commemorate a lieutenant that passed away in a road rage incident. But they made the trek out here. Harley clubs are the best because their bikes are loud and they can make a good entrance and an exit. But I'm in the back 40 back here, and this Nancy Whiskey's had this for years, but now it's all the rage with these bars, restaurants to have an outdoor patio thing. So North Corktown, which is north of I-75, Corktown by Michigan Avenue's been hopping like crazy because of the train station and Ford Motor with their development there. So Corktown and the Mexican town, there's a lot of neighborhoods that are seeing an uptick. You don't want to cause any trouble over here because all they have to do is grab this off the wall and Nancy will get you. The original and notorious. And yeah, it looks like she means business. I wouldn't try my luck there. They had a fire in this bar a few years back, too. They had to go through some extensive renovations. They keep it at a cool 62. That's not bad. They got a dartboard, but I'm up in the stage area here now. So if you're lucky, there would be a band right up here. Nice little intimate stage, and then looking out to the bar crowd here. It's a great venue for watching live music. Downriver Dan had played here a few years back. He was like a regular, but they have all number of groups and a lot with the blues take on things, which I happen to like blues, so that's right up my wheelhouse. They have some nice pictures here. I love the old school maps. Under better light, I would have loved to have really gone over this with a fine-tooth comb. Here, Briggs Stadium, there's the train station getting remodeled as we speak. Olympia Stadium, that's tore down, but that was on Grand River. And near McGraw, I believe, was the cross streets. So just up the street a little bit. Ernie Harwell. Yeah, I was saying with Ernie, listen to him all the time. I don't think that guy ever repeated his stories. He had so many stories to tell, and it's just like like I repeat stories to different friends, and then sometimes they even say, like, I already heard that one already. So the early stages of Alzheimer's, you kind of forget who you told stuff. But with Ernie, I don't think I ever heard him repeat some. How do you have that many stories in your head? It's just amazing. But yeah, I saw recent. Well, here you see the different unions and so forth. So they do that up, and then well, they even have a veteran group here. And then Cooks, I don't know if that's Illinois or not, but they have like fire chief captain hats. So that's kind of neat. So it's a fire theme. A lot of people bring in their logos, which is kind of cool. So yeah, respect your firemen. All right, so right here at Harrison and Spruce, I think, is the cross street. Yeah, crazy cloud day. And then the next day we had a second round of storms go through the area. It was just, oh my Lord. Yeah, so I made it to Rosa Parks. I'm going to walk around through the hood a little bit. There's a youth hostel, and then right nearby is Spalding Courts. The sign is faded, and I'm not sure what's happening here. It's kind of like an artist enclave, and it's kind of like wink, wink, abandoned and boarded up, but yet people kind of still like live here. So there's something going on back there. I'll swing around through the hood and we'll check that out. But they have like food back there, and like people were chilling. It's kind of like there's a nice young vibe in the city now where the young people aren't freaking out like the older folk. Oh my gosh, everyone wants to riot. Let's get out of town and go to the suburbs. Instead, the younger folk are kind of getting the idea like, hey, there's a lot of opportunity in the city. That's where Pony Express used to be. I used to work there way back, well, not years ago, but probably around like 98, 99, something like that. No, me. Oh, shit, I don't even remember now. Here's the sculpture. But yeah, I did work at Pony Express for a couple years, and I took the Michigan Avenue bus down Michigan Avenue to Rosa Parks, and then I would walk a few blocks up. Bike routes are all over the place. There's some solid homes in the area. Some need some tender loving care, little elbow grease and so forth. They're wood frame houses. They're not your brick kind of thing. But yeah, this was the Pony Express here. So I'd park in the lot. I don't know, I triggered the gate somehow. But yeah, it brings back memories. And I don't think Pony Express is even around anymore. 2950 Rosa Parks. Yeah, it's a package delivery place, so I was doing that before even Amazon. Amazon was just a twinkle in Jeff Bezos' eyes probably when I worked back then. But I don't even, Pony Express, it's probably non-existent. Here's some nice, yeah, there's always, through no matter what neighborhood you're in, there's people that keep their house, some people keep their houses up, and they're super sharp. Other people, for whatever reason, kind of let things go. Funds become difficult, and things can fall into disrepair, but you're seeing an influx of younger folk that are willing to take the challenge and fix things up. There was a youth baseball game going on here. So a little park here in North Corktown. Somebody, better get that back in. Got a double out of that. Not too bad. So yeah, Game on. Now, a lot of these speed humps, they've been adding a lot of these because apparently a lot of people in Detroit have a lead foot. And they say people racing through the neighborhoods, so those speed bumps. I don't know what they do in the wintertime, though, when they got to plow the streets, how that all plays out. There's some, like, urban farms, and they've tried it here and there, and some have had success and others not so much. Here's one here. It seems like they got all number of things going on here. And it'd be neat to learn everything they got going, but with Detroit, such a big city, you know, you have opportunity to do other things. Certain things are zoned a certain way, and you can, like, I know there were some people that had chickens in this neighborhood. Whether that's still allowed, I don't know. Here's an old Chevy truck. I like the grill. Guessing, what, the 50s? Mid-50s, possibly? Vincent out of Ypsilanti. I'm not sure how they got that logo. That's a business logo. And they call that, I think, a steak truck. But sometimes you can look at the taillights and figure out what year. That's Spalding Courts, but it's like boarded up. It's like, yeah. Really? Urban planning, there's a lot that can be done in here. And there's opportunities. You can buy a vacant lot and then build on it, and or you could put a tiny home on it. You don't have to go nuts. But here's that function at the junction kind of thing. So a bunch of younger folk. There's Pink Flamingo. You can get food. Well, that's just the sign. I'm not sure what everything's on the menu, but they had a bonfire going. It's like people were chilling. So if you want to fraternize with other like-minded people, there's diversity all over, though, so you got to be ready for that. Okay, they call it the Pink Flamingo Mobile Restaurant, so I'm not sure what's all on the menu. If you can take a peek at that. What's that? It looks like sandwiches and the like, but it looks yummy. Yeah, I don't doubt maybe they even have entertainment. Who knows how they do this. But yeah, they were open. So that's the way it was on July 15th at just before 8 p.m. I like these long summer days. It doesn't get dark till like 9:30. I mean, the sun officially sets at 9, but you got twilight, so we're still good to be about like 9:15, 9:30 somewhere. Here, and well, the bikes are all the rage too. We're getting a lot of bike trails. You see a lot of different designs in bike. This looks like one of those electric assist bikes, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so they got bike racks, which is cool. Yeah, people, it's nice. You work all day and stuff. It's kind of nice where you can just chill and relax, hang out in a green space, you know. Detroit Soup had a couple of their functions over here, and so I'm familiar with the building in the neighborhood, but I'm not sure how many people live there now. I like the trash containers with the spirit of Detroit. We'll take a closer look here at the Detroit Youth Hostel. And I don't know what the rooms go for here and how it's set up. Like if you have bunk beds, a lot of times you don't get individual rooms. And I wouldn't mind the youth hostel. The only problem is I never knew this, but people have told me that I snore something fierce too. So that's not a good attribute. Not that I want to be doing that, just happens. And of course it doesn't bother me none. I hear none of it. I'm sleeping. But it bothers everyone else. So, yeah, I don't think I'd be good at a youth hostel. But they have bunk beds, I think. They might have some individual rooms. And then you'll share the bathroom down the hall, which is cool too. But, you know, people that are on a budget, especially young people, You don't want to be spending, 80, 100, 150 on up for a night for a hotel room. Why? And you're going to be there just for a few hours while you sleep. You take a shower and then you leave. So, yeah, I'm checking the flowers out a little bit. I like that because flowers are great. They really pop like color. They're like fireworks. So, different things bloom at different times. So, you got to catch it when they're in bloom. It looks like some people planted some trees here. And then these are fairly new. These, I don't know, condos, apartments, I'm not sure what the story is. They haven't been around that long. Sometimes when you blink your eye, you'll say, well, when did that happen? But yeah, it's with the COVID, I'm like a year behind. So there, the blue dot indicates where I'm at, just outside of the downtown loop area. But yeah, this area has got a lot of promise. Hey, you can keep this nice park going here. That will be a nice jewel for the neighborhood. With proper urban planning and design, Detroit can be anything you want it to be. You could make multiple neighborhoods that have a certain synergy or whatnot. Little artist enclaves that specialize in certain things. Industrial areas, musical areas. You get like-minded people that are into the urban farming areas. Or you just have diversity all over the frickin' place. Why not? I like the diversity thing. Who wants everything to be normal or everybody to be the same like you are? I think it's much better to have diversity, and then that makes things interesting as all get out. If everybody was like you or thought like you did and did everything like you did, it'd be boring. Or maybe not like you, I should say like me. If everybody did things like me, you'd be bored to tears. DET.com is the website, and it's all about the urban planning and environmental kind of thing. All right, well, off in the distance, the corner, the flagpole is still intact from Tiger Stadium. Fun to get a. But yeah, this is the left field area of the corner, Michigan and Trumbull. You got a bottle rocket water tower back there. But yeah, they need to replace the flag though. That's long overdue. But there's room for development. There's still grassy field out here. So I talked to one of the directors of the Police Athletic League, and they might put more apartments back here and also like a fan experience thing, family friendly kind of fun stuff for the kids and whatnot. I'm not exactly sure yet what's on the drawing board, but it looks like they're warming up here for a game. And yeah, this is a pedestrian overpass, and a lot of people used to park on the north side and then walk across this bridge that spans I-75, and they would walk to the game. Parking would be cheaper on the other side or more plentiful. A lot of times it would be free, too. But, so yeah, here's I-75. Car hauler, you get a bunch of those. But yeah, you have tunnel vision with this kind of thing, with the fence, the enclosed fence, because yeah, people would like to throw things off the bridge, so we have to have a fence, for the idiots that don't know better. One time they thought they would make this like a car museum and they would have cars displayed. It's like, okay. That idea didn't last too long. Well, I'm going to step inside the premises here of what used to be the corner. This was where, the left field corner. I was mainly a bleacher creature, so yeah, I was going back to the center field corner back there. But yeah, tall grass back here, so we'll have to stay tuned. And there's these birds, they make a chirping noise, and then, yeah, kind of when they take flight look pretty cool too with the colored wings, or two-tone wings. This is all locked up. I can't get in from this angle, but looking at home plate there, it looks like game on. And I'm not sure if this is what kind of league we got going here. If it's high school, college kids. School's out for the summer, so I'm not sure. All right. Well, I want to check out the scoreboard here, get a closer look at it. Yeah, and I think they kept the original fence dimensions. So if you hit like a home run, you're not cheating anything. They didn't move the fences in at all. I think it's 420 to straightaway center where the flagpole was. And I don't know, the left field was at 330. A true Tiger fan would probably know what I'm pretty sure it was 420 to center field where the flagpole was. And I think the right field porch was shorter than left field, but wow, now I got to thinking. Yeah, so we got softball going here with the girls. And they have any number of games here going on all the time. And here I'm looking at some of these are condos, but they got a nice balcony. And I think somebody would have to be a hell of a player to knock out one of their windows. So I think they're safe. But they got some plants out here. But yeah, the garages are underneath them, so it looks like they got the lower level for their cars, and they got a living level and the balcony, and then they have probably the bedrooms up on the upper level. So I'm trying to catch what's going on here. She's on second safely. Now she's motoring on to third. And through to third. Uh-oh, but she fell down. Oh, but she's going to go home now. The coach is imploring her, and she scores safely, but she's probably all out of breath. So the different units here. I'd like to see on the inside what these places look like and what they charge for rents. I mean, that would be easy enough to find out, or even just go to one of these rental managers. But yeah, I like what they did here to redevelop. I mean, they kept the field intact, and it's just a thrill for whether you're, for anyone that plays on that field, just to think of the history that went down. Holy crap. Say you played at Tiger Stadium on the same field, that would be kick-ass. They have good food over here at the UFO factory. They have great hot dogs. That's what the main menu item is, and all different varieties. I know, because I've done it a couple times already. They have some shops here where you can pick up some things Detroit proven. So this place has t-shirts, all things Detroit. I don't know if that's Kid Rock. Probably. Looks like a Werner's puzzle. Yeah, there's another place, Pure Detroit, and that shop kind of looked like a little bit like that. All things Detroit. All right, here's the corner. I like Trumbull Avenue. They put up a new sign, Trumbull in Michigan. So that's what they say. Well, look here, starting at $1,200. Now leasing. There's one picture there. So 1,200, what, one bedroom? I don't know if they're all set up for 2 or 3 bedroom, but all right. Well, they got frozen drinks here. I wanted to step inside. They have a patio out back here at McShane's too. And look at all the different beers and seltzers you can get. They were doing the home run derby. I'm gonna go to a Negro League game against Baltimore, July 31st. Then maybe a game against Boston. They only come to town once. We'll play Cleveland and Kansas City, Minnesota. Yeah, 19 times. But we'll play Boston 6 times, so we get them at one home stand, 1 home and 1 away. They need to change that schedule. We don't need to play Kansas City 19 times. Minnesota 19 times. Chicago 19 times. Cleveland 19 times. When you play 162 games, the cream is going to rise to the top. I'd much rather play a few more games against Boston and Baltimore, New York, even Toronto, or even interleague games. Some people don't like those, but I'd much rather play another set against Baltimore or Boston or New York rather than Minnesota again 19 times. Really? Boring. It's only good if you're in New York because they like that Boston-New York matchup. So they play each other 19 times. And, of course, all 19 games are on ESPN or whatnot. They always get good coverage. But you got to spread the wealth out a little bit. There's certain players why not have the LA Angels in town more? They got that Ohtani guy. They got, different superstars. I mean, what? You're going to see them one time out of the year they have a series? If you want to promote the talent and the superstars, you got to get them to run all over the country, do their thing. So, that's just my thing for the day, I guess.
Good job, Monty. Good job, Monty. Go get it, kid.
Jeez, is that first baseman looking for a bunt? Holy crap. Yeah, they're really watching for the bunt. They want to keep that run from scoring. I'm trying to look at the scoreboard. I'm not focusing in on that good at all. I don't even know what the score we're talking here. Uh-oh. Swing and a miss, but it got by the catcher. Another run scores. Yeah, it's got to be a thrill to play on this field. My Lord. Okay, here we go. 6-4. And we might still be working in the top of the second. Wow, this could be a high-scoring game. But yeah, it was free here. I don't know if they charge for certain games. Maybe the soccer games they have, they may charge an admission fee, but nobody was checking, so I just kind of did the riff thing, walked right in free, and yeah, it's neat. And then they got those nice stands up there. I'll have to go up there. They got a banquet hall back there. So Detroit Pale, they're doing the family thing. This is great. This is what we need. It's good for the community, good for the people that live here. What the heck? Why not? So we're getting smarter, which is good. We're thinking. But yeah, the urban planning benefits us all. So when things are done right, everybody has a chance to get some value out of it. Next door, this was a fan souvenir place, and it's like an antique shop now. The lady that owns the place, God, what a beautiful building, 3 stories high. A neat entrance, and some artwork, and then I like the lamp here. That is kick ass. That's a monster street lamp kind of thing. I wonder where the original place. She's got a bunch of stuff in there. I don't know where she got it. She must have some like antiquing in her blood, like her parents got her started or whatnot, because she's got some classics. Then look at the mural on the side of the building. Yeah, so Eastern Market has a lot of murals, but not to be outdone. Corktown has a lot of nice things going up, and we have to embrace the artistic community. Artists are great. They get the ball rolling, create interest. People get excited, then they do the music thing too, and people just all start having fun. And I think that's what the meaning of life is to have fun, as much fun as possible. So Cass Bar, that's a classic over there, and they were open. And then the Victory Inn is no longer, but that used to be over here. Club Venus is still around. And that's Topless. I love the neon, though. The neon always works, no matter what it is. Neon always, the color. All right, so now I got to go to Dearborn. So entrance to I-94 here, and go to Chicago, western bound. But yeah, getting near the end of the show, there's the giant tire. We should make a tourist attraction out of that thing, like a camper RV overnight kind of thing. Have spots for people to camp that want to visit downtown. They could set up their thing there. You know, it doesn't have to be just RVs. It could be people with tents and all that too. People love camping. All right, that does it. Folks, have a great evening. Good night.